Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those who are new, my name is Sanjana and today I created this matte pink smoky eye on the beautiful Sonali, and if you want to see how I achieved this look, then just keep on watching. So jumping straight into it, I'm going in with the Mecca Cosmetica To Save Face SPF 50 Superscreen, and I'm just applying this before I go in with the makeup. This is actually one of my favorite sunscreens to use in conjunction with makeup because it has a peach tint, so it won't leave a white cast, and it's also very lightweight, so it won't feel too heavy on the skin. So if you do have any outdoor events where you want to wear makeup and you want to wear a bit of SPF under it, this is one that I would recommend. So now I just sprayed her face with the AOA Beauty Glisten Up Vitamin C Face Mist before going in with her brows. I am using the NYX brow pencil in the shade Espresso, I think, and I'm just using this to fill in any gaps in her brows. She does have very nice defined full brows already, so I didn't really have to do much to it. So yeah. So now going in with the Colourpop No Filter Concealer in the shade 16, I'm just going to use this to clean up under the brows as well as covering her entire eyelid, just kind of preparing it for the eyeshadows. And then I'm going in with some setting powder to set that concealer in place. So going in with the Juvias Place gel liner, just the brown one that they sell, I'm using this to kind of map out where I want the smoky shades. So I'm using this as a base so that the smoky shadows will be a bit more amplified when I add them on. This is a new technique for me, so I wasn't really sure if this would work, but I felt that the shadows did pop a lot more when I did do this technique. So yeah. So I'm not sure if you can tell, but I'm just working in small amounts and gradually building up the consistency of this color, just so that it doesn't end up looking like a big, like, dark mess on the eyes. So yeah. Now here is the star of the show, the ABH or Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina palette. This is volume 4, which has a bunch of pink tones and, you know, very flirty and girly. And I'm going in with the shade B5, I think, and I'm just using that to set that cream in place before going into the shade A4 and just using that as a transition shade. So yeah. So now going into the shade E1 with a flat synthetic brush, I'm just using that all over the lid, just on the inner corner part of her eye, and just, yeah, patting that on. Then going into shade A4, I'm just going to blend those shades together and into the crease. That didn't make sense. Now I'm going into the shade C5 and I'm just using that to sandwich the two shades together. I liked how intense this color was, so I ended up adding this pink shade on top of the original pink shade that I added, just to make it pop a bit more. So I found this liquid shimmer from AOA Beauty and I thought I would use it in this video. I'm just using it as an inner corner highlight. It's like this light pink iridescent shimmery liquid. So now I'm going in with the Colourpop Hyaluronic Hydrating Primer and I'm just applying that all over Sonali's face just to prepare the skin for foundation and whatnot. For foundation, I'm going in with the Juvias Place Velvety Matte Foundation in the shade 550 and I'm just applying that with a brush all over her face before going in with a sponge to blend it out. So for concealer, I went in with the Juvias Place Concealer in the shade 18 as well as the Colourpop No Filter Concealer in the shade 24 and I'm just applying that to her under eyes, just mostly focusing it on the inner corner part of the under eye as well as cleaning up the edges of her outer corner, if that makes sense. And then I also applied that to her T-zone area, so the center of her forehead, down the bridge of the nose and a little bit on her cheek, and then I blend that out with a sponge. So yeah. I'm just going to cream contour with the Juvias Place shade sticks in the shade Namibia, and I'm just applying that to the hollows of her cheekbones, around her forehead, and a little bit on her jawline. Okay, so going with the Colourpop No Filter setting powder in the shade Translucent, I'm just using that to set and slightly bake under the eyes, and then I'm also going to just use that to set wherever I added the concealer, as well as the areas that crease a bit more than usual. I'm also just going to use that setting powder to clean up and slightly shape the contour line. So I'm going in with the Australis AC on Tour Contour Palette, and I'm just going in with shade 4 and 5 and just using that to gently set the cream contour. You have to be very careful when doing this because if you use the wrong technique, your contour can look muddy really quickly, so I suggest going in with minimal product and patting it on rather than swiping it on. Coming back to the eyes, I am going in with the brown gel liner from Juvias Place, and I'm just using that or adding that into the waterline. So I'm going in with the shade B5 from that Norvina palette, and I'm not only using that on the lower lash line, but I'm also using that to set the waterline in place. That way the waterline doesn't budge or move throughout the day. I ended up also adding the shade E1 to the inner corner part of the lower lash just to add a bit of color and also make it a bit more consistent with the upper lash or upper lid. And then going in with that gel liner, I just kind of used that to tight line the eyes, just kind of preparing it for false lashes. I ended up also blending out that gel liner because I wanted it to be a bit more diffused and more smoky rather than sharp and precise. So yeah. I then added the shade B1 into the inner corners and yeah. Before I forget, I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel just to set the brows in place. For mascara, I'm going in with the Covergirl Exhibitionist Mascara in the shade Very Black, and I'm applying that to her top and bottom lashes. For falsies, what I did was I used the Shimmer Bazaar Faux Mink lashes in the style Colombo Couture, and I pretty much just chopped them up into pieces essentially, and I'm just placing them and positioning them where I think is suitable for Sonali's eye shape. And I really love doing this technique because you can really customize your lashes to suit the client's eyes. Oh, and we got some dog kisses in there. Oh. So I kind of just focused those fake lashes on Sonali's outer corner just to kind of give that cat eye effect before going in with a spoolie that has no product, and I'm just kind of brushing the false lashes together with her natural lashes. And then I went in with the Coloured Rain X Power blush and highlight duo in the shade Damage Control, and I just used that blush to kind of blush up her cheeks. Just kind of removing any of that excess setting powder from her under eye that we baked with. This product is a game changer. I don't know if most of you guys know this, but for a while now I've stopped using Morphe products, and one of my favorite products from Morphe was their continuous setting mist, but ever since I found out that they're not transparent about their cruelty-free status, I stopped using them. But then I found this product, which is the Tarte Maracuja Miracle Mist, and it has that continuous setting mist effect, you guys, and the product is also really good. So I used that to kind of set her face before going in with just a gel liner. I think this was like a Covergirl, sorry, not a gel liner, a liquid liner. This was a Covergirl liquid liner that I used to kind of apply over the lash band before going in with this Anastasia X Amrezy highlight, just popping it to her cheekbones as well as the bridge of her nose, and yeah, everywhere else you would highlight. I felt like the blush wasn't intense enough, so I just went in with a bit more of that. Going in with the NYX retractable lip liner in the shade Sand Beige, I'm just lining Sonali's lips. And then for the lip combo today, I actually went in with the Sigma liquid lipstick in the shade New Mod, and it's like this like muted pink nude, and I just used that mostly, like predominantly all over her lip before going in with the Colourpop Ultra Matte lipstick or liquid lipstick in the shade Viper, I believe. And I just want to say, if I use any Colourpop products and they are discontinued, I am so sorry. Sometimes it's just so hard to keep track with the new products that Colourpop releases as well as the products that they end up discontinuing. So I am sorry if you can't find this product on their website, but yeah. So I just wanted to say, like, with this particular shade, I honestly think we could have done without it now looking back at the video, but in the moment I think I wanted a bit of a monochromatic kind of pink vibrant kind of touch to this lip color, so I did add it very like gently with a brush, as you can see. So yeah, whether you want to add this color or not is totally optional to you guys and your preference. This is also optional to your preference, but I went in with the Colourpop Luxe Gloss in the shade Blissful, and I just added that to the lip to give it a bit of a glossy look. I kind of felt like this look needed a gloss moment because the eyes were so matte, so yeah. Just doing a final spritz of the face with that Tarte Continuous Setting Mist. Oh sorry, Maracuja Miracle Mist. And that is it, you guys. I hope you all enjoyed this look just as much as I did. Gives me very Pink Desi Barbie vibes. Let me know what you guys thought of this look. Give me any suggestions on what you want to see more of in the future. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!